No mai haere mai. It's the Huddy Hui. Find Huddy Sports on Instagram and Facebook. huddysports.co.nz. Now let's kōrero.
Kia ora, good evening and welcome to the Huddy Hui episode 164, and it's our national under 85 kg semi-final preview. We've got you two guests tonight and we're going to cover the first semi-final very soon between the high school old boys Light Bears and the Pakuranga Panthers. These two were in the final last year, and it was the Pakuranga Panthers that won in about the 85 minute with a kick for the sideline to beat the 2023 champions, the high school old boys Light Bears, and who played in that final last year and is looking for revenge on Saturday. As our guest tonight is Jack Owen from High School Old Boys Light Bears. Jack, many thanks for coming on the Huddy Hui tonight. How is the team looking ahead of this Saturday's semi-final against the Pakuranga Panthers, and how have the preparations been?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Brad. Always good to watch your show. Always enjoy it, so a pleasure to be on. We've had a good week. Haven't got too out of control or anything, just had a normal week for us, but obviously in the back of our mind we know it's a pretty important fixture, so the boys are definitely ready. We just got home now, actually had a good session tonight, just pumped to be playing at home in front of the home crowd. So couldn't be more excited, really.
2 weekends ago it was a dominant display against the Avalon Wolves in the quarter-final out there at Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. What were the keys to victory that day?
I just think we've got enough boys in the squad who've travelled a bit now off the side. So we knew how to handle the travel well. Got up there, and it's just one of those days where everything clicked. Had some clear messages from the coaches, and the things we trained just seemed to come off. Lots of our players in that work. So it was just one of those days where everything clicked, and we managed to put them away. Quite nicely in the end.
Let's talk about the last 10 minutes of that quarter-final. How chaotic was it? I believe there were 3 yellow cards in that last 10 minutes.
Yeah, we actually stayed pretty calm. All the boys just kept doing their jobs, just worked a bit harder. There was nothing dirty in any of those cards. It was just 3 sort of fluky incidences. We're down to 12 blokes, but I guess the game was sort of in control by then, but we managed to hold them off even with 12 blokes. So that was pretty pleasing because, as we know these days, anything can happen out there in games. So it was good for us to experience that in some ways, I guess.
And of course, you came off the bench in that quarter final, and within that chaos of the last 10 minutes, you earned a crucial turnover. Is that a strength of your game?
Yeah, I guess I like to hunt the breakdown pretty hard. Sometimes too hard, maybe. I sort of wish I was playing back in the 2007 sort of era when you could have a good crack from sort of any angle. But now there's still opportunities to steal the ball, the breakdown. You just got to sort of give the ref a good picture and try and work the ref out. And if he's going to give them, have a crack. And if they're not coming, then just stay out of it.
Now, how were the qualifiers for the Light Bears? Who did you play in the lead up to the quarterfinals?
Yeah, so we started with New Brighton in pretty horrendous conditions. They were the winner, I think, of our comp down here. Put them away pretty convincingly. Then we went out to Lincoln Uni. They had couple of premier players. They went quite a good side. And then we went, to Avalon last couple of weeks ago. But I think I'm right in saying we've only had 2 tries scored against us so far. So that's pretty pleasing, really.
That's right, because it was tries from Lincoln and Avalon, I'm correct in saying. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep. Now, this is your 4th season in the Light Bears team. What makes it a special group of men? Tell us about the team culture.
Yeah, well, I guess you get a real good cross-cut of ages. Like we've got lots of young colts, and then guys like JP and Tyler Cunning last year. So you get a real good mix of experiences, and everyone's sort of learning all the time. We don't take it too seriously during the week, but when we're on, we lock in, and we know when to be serious. But we certainly have a good time during the week and after games, and especially on tour, we've had a lot of trips to the North Island, and it's great team bonding. We're quite pleased to travel the other day and came back, and everyone pretty well after that. So just a great culture, pleasure to be a part of, and play with guys like JP and that, and those young Colts coming through. It's awesome.
You mentioned JP, Jared Percival. What is it like to have him in the team, and is also being the captain of the first ever Originals National Under-85 team that went to Sri Lanka earlier this year?
Yeah, well, JP, I think he's been at High School Old Boys since 2011. He was Club Player of the Year this year. He's just pretty awesome, mate. Like, great ambassador for 85s and rugby in general. It's just a privilege to play with. I guess I've been in some teams where the older guys, you don't even talk to them because they're scary. But JP just makes everyone feel welcome, and he leads us around the park, and we all know what he can do with his tactical kicking and game management. So yeah, definitely one of the best players I've played with.
And who are the coaching staff and management of the Light Bears Under-85 campaign?
Managers, we've got Hugh Kilsby, young fellow who's come on this year. He's taken it in stride. It's a lot of work, all that management with the travel and that. Then we've got Alex Newfield also managing, and he does a lot for the club. He's the president. So, yeah, a lot of work goes on behind the scenes there. In the background, we've got Willie Hines, who's our RDO, and he does a lot of work with player recruitment and stuff. And I hear he's only 88 kilos, so
wow.
There's always a chance he can play. So that's pretty cool. And then coaching wise, we've got Pat Cody, who's a teacher at Boys High. So all the boys look up to him, and obviously head coach Jack Hyde, pretty young in terms of coaches, only 27. But I guess he's done a lot of things that some coaches probably don't do in their whole careers. He's won titles with senior teams. He's won titles with us. I think he's only lost a handful of games in his career. So I really think he could go a long way as a coach. He's probably someone to watch in the future.
You mentioned Willie Hines. He was also the head coach of Christchurch Boys this year. They had a relatively strong season.
Yeah, we've had a bit of interaction with them the last couple of weeks, which has been cool. We played against a mixture of first 15, second 15 a couple of weeks ago in a hit out on one of our weeks off. A few other things going on there. So it's been cool to get back in touch with the roots, and hopefully some of those boys come to our Old Boys next year, I guess.
Bob Dean's Field at Hagley Park. What makes it special to play there?
I guess for me, it's where I first sort of tasted rugby, out there on a cold Saturday morning. We haven't got to play there much really the last few years, so I know those good club men are pretty fizzed up for playing there on Saturday. That easterly's always blowing there too, so you got to know how to live with that. The boys are pretty excited to be at home, really.
And the easterly is due this Saturday as well too, so that will certainly make a big difference.
Yeah, when JP puts those up and unders up, it swirls around a bit.
Yeah. Now, of course, you mentioned High School Old Boys was where your rugby began, junior club. I believe there is a strong family connection with the club as well.
Yeah, my grandfather played there. My uncle played there. My father was senior skipper, I believe. Now I played there when I was little, and I'm playing 85s there. We might even get my granddad's 97, and I think he's going to come down and watch on the weekend, so that'll be pretty cool. And Josh Purdon's also another third generation player in the team, so to have us both in the same team's pretty cool.
That's fantastic. Great history as well too. Let's talk about how the club is preparing for the semi-final this Saturday. What is the club putting on?
I believe there's a curtain raiser with the Tri rugby team playing an international fixture against Australia, so that's an Australian team. So I'm sure all the boys will get down and get around that and support that. And I think there's a call going out to get that Arctic Army down there supporting us. So should be a good occasion down there with not too much other footy on. Hopefully get a good crowd, and like I say, long overdue home game. So I think the club's quite excited.
What makes the under-85 grade great to play on?
Oh, I think it's just played in good spirit, good free flowing rugby. Probably not to say at times you still have to go into the trenches and do some shit work, but yeah, over the years we've played some free flowing rugby and gets like I said before, it gets sort of different age groups and experiences and skill levels all mixed up, and just good learning environment. Yeah, no, it's a great grade, and likes of us sort of guys had a couple of cracks on TV and at big stadiums and that, and a bit of travel. So couldn't speak more highly of the grade.
You were part of the winning Lightbeers team that won the national title in 2023 against Takapuna at North Harbour Stadium. How special was it to win a national title?
Yeah, that was a pretty special day, really. Like, we'd never done anything like that, to go up there and travel up there and win like we did. Some pretty special players in that team, like George Cool, putting a clinic on that day. It was pretty just privileged to be a part of, really. Pretty proud of that performance from the team, and we definitely enjoyed the win that day.
Does last year still hurt after losing to the Pakuranga Panthers after full time in the national final at Sky Stadium?
Yeah, well, I still haven't watched that game, so yeah, that probably says it all.
No, totally right indeed. We were talking a bit about it off here as well. Who are some of the other teammates that people should watch out for in this weekend's semi-final?
Ryan McNulty at centre. I won't give away too much about his game, but he's got a habit of scoring a lot of tries. And Tommy Northcote in the forwards is just a good old school workhorse, just gets through his work and carries hard. So I'd keep an eye on those two.
Exactly right. Okay,
as well as all the usuals.
Well, the usuals as well, including JP and probably Ned Milne as well too. I believe he's playing this weekend
and
as well.
Payne
and
yeah, they're all playing.
Now, you're a product of Christchurch Boys High School. How was your time there?
Yeah, it was awesome. Really, I was in the hostel same year as Jack Owen, our coach, and yeah, it was just a great grounding for life, really.
And you mentioned that you didn't quite make the first 15, but you played in a gun team known as the second 15. What grade did you win, and what was your best game playing for the second 15?
We played in the Colts, the Metro Colts comp. So we're only schoolboys playing in that, which was a cool experience. We lost the final to Glenmark by 2 points, I think. So that was probably a highlight. Guys like Jack McLeod, who never played first 15, played seconds with us. He's now played like 100 games for Sydenham seniors and played NPC for Southland. So I was quite proud to be in that team. I think we would have given a lot of first 15s a run for their money. Well coached by Paul Stewart. And just, we're similar to 85s, just prided ourselves on our defence. And it was just a cool team to be a part of.
In Wellington, rugby is a lot more physical in a forwards game. What's it like down in Canterbury?
Pretty physical. Games are won up front, especially as conditions like deteriorate later in the season. Lots of line out drives and stuff, but we still like to use our backs and get a good day. There's still plenty of flair showing around. So very forward dominant, but still like to use our backs.
Now you never quite really got to play in that famous traditional that's between Cross and Christchurch Boys, but what makes it special? It's up there as one of the best first 15 traditionals in the country. Yeah,
I just think the atmosphere at the day makes it electric. Obviously, 100 years of history, but all through the grade, you look at the draw and you want to see when you're playing Christ College. Always want to have a good crack at them. But I mean, at the end of the day, now we're all mates a lot of Christ College boys. So it's a good rivalry.
Who was your best mentor during your time at Boys High?
It'd probably be Paul Stewart, who was a coach in the seconds. Did a lot of thankless work. He's coached a lot of teams at Boys High, and just a great probably not so much. Yeah, not so much rugby mentor, but just life mentor is great. And a top coach.
And what did you do after you finished at Boys High?
I went to Lincoln University. I didn't play for them, but I went there, which is another good institution for rugby.
Yeah, they've won a few Premier titles down there in Wellington. Oh, sorry, Christchurch over the years. Now, you don't play your main club rugby for high school old boys. Who do you play for, and how was this season?
Yeah, I play in the country for a club called Waihora. We had a good, pretty strong year as a club. Our seniors won the Blue City combined competition, which was pretty awesome for the club. I'm in the Div 2 side. And, we had a very good team. We underachieved a little bit and got knocked out in the semis. Very strong season for the club, and pretty proud to play for them as well.
And also, you were the captain of the Senior Bees this year at Waihora. What did leadership teach you?
Oh, probably that you can't really lead with words. You got to lead by actions, and if you lead by actions, then the boys will follow you.
Now, your position is a flanker by trade, but what is your preferred position in the back three? Is it blind side, open side, or number 8? Tell us why.
Yeah, I guess you'd say I'm probably an out and out 7. Probably like to hunt the ball, and probably not one for the massive carries, but I like to be there and support with a bit of speed, I guess. And yeah.
And what do you do outside of rugby, Jack?
I'll spend quite a lot of time working on my business and in my business, and if I'm not doing that, just catching up with mates and play a bit of social 2020 in the summer, and just cruising really.
What is your business, by the way?
Like an agricultural contracting operation.
Oh, yeah.
So just based out of Christchurch. So.
Oh, fantastic. Let's talk about your rugby career overall. What has been your most memorable game?
I'd have to be that 23-85's final, without a doubt.
And of course, the Light Bears know how to celebrate even when you lose as well. It was interesting. The team did a good draw after the celebrations last year to give a raffle away.
Yeah, there's plenty goes in behind the scenes. Yeah, we had a raffle last year for some fundraising, but it's fair to say we probably celebrated that loss like a win last year.
Exactly. What other rep teams have you made in your rugby career?
I was lucky. I played at Canterbury Country Colts when I was in the Colts before Canterbury Country disbanded, so that was probably my peak.
And who is the toughest player you have played against, and why?
Probably Angus Cameron would be probably up there. He's old boys. I think he captained old boys seniors. He coached me when I was in Year 9 at school, and then he did a year playing in the country for Banks Peninsula, and I was lucky enough to play against them, and he's pretty outstanding, and they won the comp that year. So it was pretty cool to play against him when he'd coached me when I was a little fella.
Let's talk about the Light Bears. Who's the best, your best teammate, and why? And who is the most annoying?
Best teammate would be Josh Purden, just an absolute out-and-out team man, playing out of position at the moment just because it's what's best for the team. Does a lot of work, organises our line-outs and all that, so easily Josh Purden. Most annoying would probably be Bill Quigley. I had to sit behind him on tour the other day, and he was talking about how many chickens he was going to be farming at his flat next year, and amongst other things. So fresh out of school, he's quite hard case.
Yep, still got a bit to learn. Is there one game you have played where you've learnt the most about yourself as a player?
Yeah, probably that second 15 Colts final that we went down by. Probably draw on a bit of that experience to win a couple of finals later on. That's probably it, yeah.
Now, of course, this Saturday is the semi-final at home. You got the Pakuranga Panthers, last year's champions. What players do the Light Bears have to watch out for, and what will be the keys to victory on Saturday?
Yeah, Francis Morrison, I hear, is pretty sharp out wide, so backs we have to nullify him if we want to make some inroads out there. But I guess we just want to knock down the front door. Really, it's a bit of a cliche, but we need to win the set piece for like 80 plus 85 minutes if we have to. Scrums, lineouts, lay a good platform, and we know our backs can do the job if we can do that. And we know we've got two or three at least good goal kickers in the team. So yeah, we've got the goods. We just got to front up.
Now we've should have to probably try and get a Light Bears jersey here for the Hui. We've only got a Canterbury jersey. That's the closest we've got anything from the mainland. But hopefully, we might be able to see you guys make Eden Park. That definitely is one of the draw cards in this competition, is to play as a curtain raiser test match. But how special would it be to play a final at Eden Park?
Oh, it'd be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, Brad. I know that's what's motivating all the boys, but I guess we can't get too far ahead of ourselves. We've got a job to do on Saturday first, so we'll make sure we do that. But I'll tell JP to send you a jersey up to hang on the wall there.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I was hoping might be able to come down this weekend, but fortunately it's a little bit expensive to fly down. But hopefully the team goes well this Saturday, and the Light Bears hopefully will advance through to the final at Eden Park. Jack, it's been fantastic having you on. Good to see you again, as always, and go well this Saturday.
Thanks, Brad.
That is Jack Owen, who's our first guest on the Huddy Hui tonight. The Light Bears, they're a good team to follow, and they're a good bunch of men, good characters as well. I know Pat Cody back through teaching ranks, and also he keeps me up to date with many of the facts about the players as well. We're just waiting for our next guest to arrive. He'll be on in a few minutes' time. That is Pasia Asiata. Now, he plays for Poneke at Premier level, but he also plays for the under-85s. And he, of course, joined Jared Percival, who we mentioned in the podcast tonight. He joined our podcast last year. And he also was in the national under-85 national team, the under 85 kg team that went to Sri Lanka earlier this year. What a great initiative it was. Graham Henry being the ambassador, the former All Black coach, and he definitely has made a big impact on the under-85 game. It was special last year down at the tunnels at Sky Stadium. I was in the referee's room, and the referee for the final and his team were presented their medals from Graham Henry. He, alongside the New Zealand Rugby Vice President Aaron Rush, they came in to present the medals for the team, and then they went round to the winning team and also to the Light Bears. And the speech that Graham Henry did to the Light Bears was quite special, and it was really good indeed. So hopefully we'll have Pasi on very soon. In the meantime, we're just going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll just put on some highlights from one of the games earlier this year till we actually get Pasi back online. He's just having a bit of trouble going in. So let's have a look at these tries here from one of the games earlier this year. This is actually, we'll go look at some... we'll actually look at the football finals this year, actually. So let's see what happens here. Let's have a look at the... actually, no, I got the wrong one there. Sorry. My apologies, people. We're just waiting for Pasi to arrive. And I'm just going to put on some little bits of highlights for you. Let's have a look at these highlights here between last year, Silverstream and Palmerston North.
Stretch it out again. Can they stretch Silverstream? Out to Bradley Tocker. Offloads it out to Siali. And the first try. Here's Davey with the throw again. Out to Moananu. Oh, Premier McLean out to Davey. And they're in Silverstream. The try's been awarded. Owen, look at him go. He cuts them open. Can he go all the way? He certainly will. And try time for Palmerston North to the ball. Great offload. They could go all the way here, and they certainly will. And Palmerston North Crash over for another try there. They look to hold him up.
And they've turned it over.
Silverstream have got it back, have they? No, they've knocked it on. It's a try.
There you go. Probably not the most conventional way of doing it, but
They go again. They're sure they're over. Try comes. Pass out to Moanu. And they stretch it down.
if he gets that, that's a great try.
And that is a terrific try.
Well, actually, it helps if I put my sound on. There we go. So Pasi will be with us very soon. He's just having a few little technical difficulties at his end, so he'll be there very soon. So let's actually talk about this weekend's semi-finals that are on. Of course, this Saturday, the National Under-85 kg semi-finals are on. It is high school old boys light beers taking on the Pakuranga Panthers. Bob Dean's 1, Christchurch at 1 p.m. And then Poneke, who Pasi actually plays for, the University Slugs, they're taking on them at Colin Maiden Park in Auckland at 1 p.m. So University Slugs taking on Poneke. Of course, Poneke earlier, only a few rounds ago, actually went up to Auckland and they played Silverdale in the North Shore. It was a draw at full time, but Poneke advanced because they were the first to score. So therefore, they'll be hoping for better fortunes when they go up to Auckland this weekend. So hopefully the Streets kids can get the job done, as we're just waiting for Pasi to come in. He has received the new link, so hopefully he will be here very soon. While we wait, let's have a look at the highlights of the Jubilee Cup final this year. One of the great games we called on Huddy Sports, and Hud Old Boys were the victors that day.
Burnie Park for the 2025 Wellington Rugby Football Union Jubilee Cup final. This prize trophy was first presented in 1929, honouring the Union's 50th Jubilee. And the first winners were Victoria University. They won that, defending the title they won in 1928. But only the most successful club, winning it 22 times with 5 consecutive wins from 1967 to 1971. In 2021, Tawa won their 3rd Jubilee Cup, beating Mara St. Pat's 36 points to 7. They were in last year's final against Old Boys University, but narrowly lost that one, and they're chasing their 4th title. But for the big show, the Jubilee Cup is on the line for 2025. Who will take it home? Will it go to Tawa, or will it go back to the Hut Wreck? Uhura Robinson, 126 points. One of the many Silverstream Old Boys playing in this final, but also across all grades here today. Early points on the board for Waylon to Uhura Robinson. 5 inside, Hud Old Boys territory, into the Fermanus, out to George Rasali. Fends out of the way, Alefatu. Fed in by Robinson. Pleading for the penalty is Robinson. Oh, look at this Hut scrum. And they bounce off. They go for the wild offload, but will come back for the penalty. Out to the right-hand side they go. Oh, intercepted! Intercepted here. And the Eagles pounce and extend their lead further. And that is Phelan Rona with the first try.
Phelan Rona, he's making a habit of that. Last week, pulled one out against Parramatta Plympton and also in that McBain earlier in the year. That couldn't have come at a better time. Tawa were punching away. The Eagles managed to hold tight on D and keep their discipline, and then as soon as Tawa looked to spin it wide, Phelan just pounced on it.
And his debut against Wainui-Mata earlier this year. The conversion successful by Uhura Robinson, and so a 10-point margin here early in the Jubilee Cup. Rasali rolls as he sits down, holding the ball like a baby. Dexter, change of direction. Out wide to Ulysses! And Tawa have their first points in the final. Pakuranga college student. Played last year's Jubilee Cup final as well. And the conversion is successful. So the score now back down to 3. It is 10 points to 7. 22 minutes gone here in the Jubilee Cup final. With Big Ben to Amanafili as they look for the drive, but they can't get it going. And it's been turned over as well. Tawa come up trumps. And it's been banged downtown, much to the relief of the Tawa faithful.
We knew it was going to be close. 3 points is... Oh, and they're just going to kick it out. Go to the half.
Well, that is half-time here at Kilbirnie Park, and it is Huddle Boys Marist ahead of Tawa 10-7. Referee Matt Thomas blows his whistle as we get the second half underway. And it's been picked up by Tiafula Polo.
Oh.
Here we go, good run, Nonu Tuia. Here's Wilson, out to Dommins, no one's home. Unfortunately, Fallon Rona was right up the backside of Dom Ernst. And Doms went to past it, and there was no one there. Oh, I haven't beaten Hutt since 2021. That was the last time they beat Hutt. And that scrum has been immense, and an immense it is for Broughton Winterburn. And the man that Brendan just told us about comes up trump from an early try for the Eagles.
Yeah, he just sliced through, he backed himself, and that's what he's been doing all year, making a habit of that. I think that's his 12th try of the year, as he let me know yesterday. But yeah, he's full of confidence, and that was just the perfect time for the Eagles to strike, get themselves further ahead with the kick to come.
He's battling a nosebleed this morning. So he's put some tissues up his nostrils to deal with the issue. He's kept them in for the game. I think Nuku might have done his knee there, Brendan Lawson.
Yeah, he doesn't
Here's
look in a good way.
Tagawai! This is Sapati! Tagawai scores! And the Eagles!
All right, so that was the highlights of the Jubilee Cup final this year, and I believe we have our new guest on the Hui, and he's up. There we are. I think we've got him now. Pasi, how are you?
Oh, very well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, good, thank you. You're even wearing that special jersey as well too, the National Under 85 jersey.
Oh.
Let's talk about that experience, being part of the originals team to travel to Sri Lanka. What was the feeling like making that team?
It was very special for me. When last year, yeah. Oh yeah, this year. But last year they announced the team, but I never know. I was on that team, but they surprised me when I saw the New Zealand rugby. They put the squad on that. Yeah, and I'm so excited at that time, and put my foot on that, and I represent New Zealand 85 and also my club, Poneke, and even my family as well. Away for 2 weeks on that tour. It was so mean to me, a lot. Represent my family and my club, and also away from represent the New Zealand.
Mm.
It's so mean to me. When Sri Lanka, it was so much fun. Yeah, and very proud to wear a black jersey and represent the New Zealand. So special for me, even my family as well, and my club, and
How was the team received by the Sri Lankan people? Were you treated like rock stars?
Yeah, first day we arrived at midnight, like 1 in the morning. But the Sri Lanka people was so good, they friendly, and they welcome us. And yeah, we walked through out the door. A lot of people, they surprised us. They really like us to welcome us in Sri Lanka. Even we away from the airport to where we on the way where we stay. So a lot of people still waiting for us coming out, and even the police lead us the way we're going and pull off the cars from the way. Was funny, yeah, but yeah, Sri Lanka is so mean. But they looking forward to us next year, I reckon.
Oh wow.
This year, yeah. Yeah, they gonna like us to come and have another couple of games with them.
Oh, fantastic. I was
And
going to
hopefully
actually,
we're gonna go again.
yeah. Well, I was actually going to ask you
Yeah.
that question. So it sounds like it's going to happen again. Oh, excellent. Let's talk about the tour.
Yeah.
And the two games. What were the games like? Which New Zealand won both of them.
Yeah, but the first game, but the different weather from here and over there is
Mm.
really hot. The boys was prepared well. The first game we on, but I think the we on the before we play we on a have a warm up. I think the energy was low on the warm up because the weather is so hard. I think the energy almost done before we play on the weather's out there. But yeah, the boys prepare well, and even the, the Sri Lanka team was. We played the top team in Sri Lanka, the
Mm.
international team, the top team. But yeah, for myself, I prepare how I go and how I represent the New Zealand. But where I wear the black jersey, it's not, it's so mean to me. I go everything I got. I represent everything I got. First game is so mean. I just scored a first try ever
Yep.
for the game, the first game. Yeah, it's so mean to me and make a history for the New Zealand '85. Yeah,
That's right. You're
and
down in the history
second
books.
game. Yeah, and second game is a little bit difficult because the ground on the first game was so we can't hear you can't hear anybody from my teammate. I can't hear the calls from the other side, but the ground is so loud. Heaps of people they standing because the ground was full, lot of people, and even outside the house, they some of the people they standing from the outside and watching us. After the first game, after the first game, becoming the game is over, but we can't find the way to in the changing room. But a lot of people coming closer. Lucky the police come and pull over and make the way to the changing room. We can't go in the changing room. There are a lot of people they pull us around and try to take a photo and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, Sri Lanka is so welcome. Yeah.
Now, Jared Percival, he says hi. He's the captain of the side. Tell us about him and his leadership style.
Yeah, but yeah, the leadership from him was so cool. The leading the team from the where we start before we left. So yeah, it's so good guy. But the leadership is so mean to us. Like put the team together, like activity stuff, and whatever we go, and they lead us the right way and lead us like a team. And the way they do is so mean to us. Like work hard and stuff like that.
Um,
Yeah.
does the team, the National Under 85 team, have a nickname like the All Blacks and the Black Ferns?
Yeah, the All Blacks 85.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't under 85. Yeah, they say under 85 All Blacks
Yep.
New Zealand. Yeah. But I confused what's the call on. Yeah, just call mid 85 New Zealand. Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's go to the National Under 85 comp this year. Last weekend, you played New Plymouth High School Old Boys at a quarter final at home at Kilbirnie Park, and it was a dominant team performance. What were the key moments for the Street Kids in that victory?
I think we prepare well. I think first 20 minutes we little bit under difficult, but the boys they gonna find a way. We have to play that team. I think the old boys university gonna prepare well for that game
Yeah.
as well. I think last couple of years Poneke lost them, and then this year is opportunity to have go again. And yeah, the game was good, but exactly first half is so hard to put the points on the board for let them down. And the second half we come back strong. We lead them by 31 point, I think.
Yep.
24, 20, with 21. And then a little bit accident in the game. I got a red card from that. I think 51 minute.
Yep.
Yeah, on second half I got a red card. Surprised that, but first time ever I got a red card
Oh wow.
in
Mm.
a game. Yeah, then I play. But Matt Hansen, the ref, yeah, they put me on a bench, but yeah, on a red card. But yeah, I apologize about that. But so good to me to back this week. I have
Mm.
a hearing from last night, the all clearance. So yeah, it's gonna good for me. It's gonna be back this week on semis in Auckland.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic indeed. And of course, not only is a sense of relief you are playing, but the Poneke side have a sense of relief because after last year, you lost in the last
Mm,
minute against the eventual champions Pakuranga. It was a penalty in front of the posts from memory.
yeah. Yeah, but I played that game. I was playing number 8 and get that game. I can't believe we lost the game. The game is over, last scrum, and we got opportunity from the line out and then a free kick from that. And then I think Pakuranga, they give everything from that scrum. They, they straight away on us in front of the post. Oh, so heartbreak on that semi-final. I think last couple of years we all make the semis, but we lost. We always lost. But looking forward this weekend.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's going to be a big challenge indeed. Let's talk about the team. Who are who looks after the team? Who are the coaches and the managers?
Oh yeah. The coach is Ross Pond, and the management we have Jeff Guff and Adam and Hunter. That's the
Oh,
management.
and let's
Yeah.
talk about
Ross Pond will be a
yeah,
coach.
yeah, Ross in particular. He's coached the Premier's side with great success this year. Uh,
Yeah.
who are some of the other players of the Poneke team that we should watch out for this Saturday?
But pretty well good players like some of the prims coming down and play like looking for Nick Robertson
Mm.
and Jubilee or Jubilee. Yeah, some of the back row and was so mean. And yeah, couple of the boys and good to have with the some of the Tower brothers. They joined with us this year,
Yep.
like Adam Preston at the midfield. Yeah, and some of the Matt, but the Matt they can't make the semi this week. Thing like family stuff, but yeah, we the squad we put on this weekend was yeah. Hopefully we're gonna yeah. But the boys are looking for excited to play this semi and represent Wellington from this this concept. But yeah, yeah, the boys was on. They prepare well and looking forward we take this away and then go through the finals.
Fantastic. And how do you find playing under 85 kg rugby compared to Premier Club rugby? What's the difference?
But on 2021, yeah, 2021 when yeah I was start play 85, but it's different from me. But the Prims, but more experienced players like yeah, and they confirmed to the 85, but little bit some of the different one. But I think the 85 is faster.
Mm.
It's more faster, like yeah, like sevens and stuff. But I'm normally 87, but when I come down to 85, I cut down a little bit weight, like little bit weight from that. I'm still sitting on that. I still 87, but it's hard to go in and cutting down some weight before the game.
Yeah.
I sitting on sauna Friday before the game. But yeah, the 85 was good for me, for myself, and the different thing with the other players. But 85 is fast, and more opportunity to go and the, not like heavy players like the Prims.
Yeah,
They like big boys and stuff. You have to cut it down. But the Prims is so highest player when I play is big players. I can't
yeah,
handle to tackle the big boys, but 85 you can straight away whatever.
yeah, exactly. Let's
Yeah.
talk about Poneke this season. They had a great season. What has been the catalyst for Poneke having great success in club rugby this year?
Yeah, this year is so good. When we start from the preseason with the aim with the main goal of this year, we're gonna go for the Jubilee Cup, but it coming down a little bit. The start was so good, but coming down a little bit nervous. Some of couple boys there on entry and stuff like that. But yeah, it's so good to come back and win the Adam Cup. The coaches and stuff, couple of the new coaches coming in from the
Mm,
Marison batch. Yeah, they put their hand and come and support the boys and put their opportunity to us to make the different from last couple of years. But yeah, but this year was so good. The boys and the young stars coming in as well,
yep,
and then yeah, they put the club on the top and make the yeah win the two cup this year. So mean to us and the club as well.
exactly. Now, of course, the Hardham Cup final was a classic against the Upper Hutt Rams. What was said at half time
Mm.
that led to Poneke winning the final at the end?
Yeah, so exactly that. Was so we beat the upper Heartland on first round. Is I think we still on the same game plan from that. We have to keep that away and put the energy up for last half. And I think when I got the intercept from the 22 that from that start when I think Maya Smith they score a last try and then
Mm,
yeah the point was keep keep the team tied up and disciplined and there's a main thing for us to keep the win and
exactly
get the
right.
penalty away from us.
Now, when was your
Yeah.
Poneke debut and who was it against?
I think my on 2022 against Upper Heart
Yep.
Rams.
Oh, there we go. There we are. So, always good
And
to have you
yeah.
debut and get the win over them in the final as well. Um, let's you play in the flanks. What is your preferred position in the flanks and why?
Yeah, I prefer because when I start, I prefer the 4, 5, 6, 7. But I normally like 6.
Mm,
Yeah, that I prefer because there's so many. Because I can do whatever, like coming on the blind side or open side. Even some of the guy they play 7 is get entry, I go open side.
yep.
It's so mean to me when yeah, I just do my work hard and do whatever. I prefer number 6 because sometimes I can prepare well, like coming down a little bit difficult. Some get entry sometimes, but I still play and put my head up and go and represent the club. Eh?
Yep. Oh, fantastic indeed. Now, where did your rugby begin for you as a young man?
Yeah, but I was in Island. I was born and raised in the island
Yep.
and played for my village when I start coming up school in Ireland. 2019, I moved in New Zealand and I played for Stokes Valley first before I moved in
Yeah.
Poneke on that 29
Yep.
before COVID
Yeah.
and make my day. Yeah, I played for Stokes Valley I win the final for the reserve, but that Stokes Valley they have only the reserve team.
Yes, yeah.
I win the final for against Transylvania. I think 2020.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. That's right. Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah, when I start.
oh, I've just got a bit of echo there. Hopefully, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I still
Okay,
here.
cool. That's good. All right, so that's working. So Stokes Valley, of course, one of the jerseys up here next to Poneke. How did the
Yeah,
move?
I saw it.
Yes. how did the move to Poneke come about?
Yeah, well, it's a funny story, but I started Stokes Valley and I met the one of the beautiful lady from my church. They live in town.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I meet with her and uh, and then 2021 I excited to have the opportunity to marry. Then that's why I moved there in town.
Yep.
I moved in town with my miss and my miss brother. They play for Poneke.
Yep.
And then that's the way I find to move in Poneke. And my brother-in-law say pull me in for wear the black and red jersey.
Yeah.
And then where I start from, the way I start from Poneke.
Oh, fantastic! What a story. Now, I believe you're the nephew of a very famous rugby figure.
Yeah, that's another big moment for me. The coming by blood, Uh, Brindley Ma, that's
Mm.
my uncle and my mom's first cousin.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, but
fantastic. Yeah.
yeah. Last couple, yeah, when I in the island, but sometimes I spend time with him and talk about the life and talk about rugby and stuff like that. But I never know I come like this opportunity, but now I'm here.
Yeah.
So looking for like, yeah, to present and keep going.
Now, let's talk about some other little things here. What has been your best try you have scored?
I think that's my best try. I represent New Zealand. That's the best
Yeah.
one ever.
Yep.
I think
No,
the best one I
yeah.
had.
You definitely put that in your memoir. That's for sure. Scoring a try in the first ever National Under 85
Yeah.
competition. What do you do outside of rugby, Pasi?
Mm. I just work at the moment and doing moving stuff.
Yep. Oh, fantastic. And
Work with
yeah.
big company.
Yep. Oh, great. And
Yeah.
what would you say has been your most memorable game to date playing rugby?
Uh, oh, what is that, please? Again?
What's probably been your most memorable game? Your one you remember the most?
Well, I remember the most game. The game we against the MSP because the first game, last couple games I played with them, I never beat them.
Yeah.
But this year, yeah, I remember the game we beat them, the top team, and next door to us in here at Poneke. But yeah, I remember that team was so cool to me. We beat the top team in the Poneke. The MSP always let the Poneke down when they play. But for me, yeah, I remember that game. It's good for me to we beat them. We beat them when I play, but I not gonna remember any game. That's only that game.
Who has been the toughest player you have played against and why?
I think as the tough player, I played one of my friend, but when we work together with him last couple times, but we talking and then we face on a game. I can't beat them because so fast and big. Mika Laifatu, they
Oh,
play
yes.
for
Hut, yes, yes.
yeah hard old boys. But yeah, I was surprised them would play this year. But when the kick coming up, I I chase. I'm gonna beat them, but I can't beat them. They running through the hole and coming through to me and pump me up and all the way to 22. Yeah, that's what I was looking for to beat them. How we talking when we off the field, and then they surprised me to come and play with me. They show me how yeah yeah they're strong, and yeah, it's good for them. They win the Jubilee this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and after that game when I play with them, and then for me, I go and support him the way they go. Yeah.
Let's talk about this one. Is there one game you have played where you've learnt the most about yourself as a player?
I think I think the Avalon game
Yep.
last year I got a free tries off from that. I would present, but I was gave everything. I just prepare and nail my rules. How I gonna play? How I just go and watch. I just go watch what I gonna go improve myself another couple game.
Yep.
Work some stuff to how to move forward and prepare from that and learn from that.
Now, this Saturday, Poneke travel up to Auckland to take on the University Slugs out at Colomaidan Park in the semi-final. What do Poneke have to watch out for in the Slugs side, and what will be the keys to victory this Saturday?
I think this week we training on Tuesday. The main thing we training this week, we're looking for our defense to make sure they close everything from the rocks to the back. Yeah, the main thing we're looking for this week, the defense, even when we attack as well.
Yep.
But yeah, if we nail and but we still the same. It's the same from last couple of games. There's little thing we add on this game coming up. Yeah, the defense and put some energy up and nail our rules and go out there and get our job done.
Yep, exactly. Well, all the best this Saturday up in Auckland. It'll be great to have a Wellington team in the final, and it would be an absolute pleasure to see you guys playing at Eden Park, wouldn't it?
Eden Park, yep, Eden Park. Before I think before the All Blacks and Australia game.
That's correct, yeah. Now that'd be what a
Yeah.
memory that would be. Well, Pasi, it's been great having you on the Huddy Hui tonight, joining us for our under 85 semi-final preview. All the best this Saturday. Go well.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for inviting me as well. So yeah, supporting us so we go up there and get a job and represent Wellington. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Pasi. This is Pasi Asiata, who has been our guest, our second guest on the Hui tonight. Of course, we had Jack Owen from High School Old Boys in Christchurch earlier. So great to have the two guests on Hui tonight. Let's talk about the semi-finals. We'll remind you what they are again. It is High School Old Boys Light Bears in Christchurch taking on last year's champions, the Pakuranga Panthers from Bob Dean's number 1 in Christchurch from 1 p.m. This is a replay of last year's epic final that was played at Sky Stadium with Pakuranga Panthers scoring a try and getting the conversion from the sideline to win it, breaking the hearts of the 2023 champions, the High School Old Boys Light Bears. So can the High School Old Boys get revenge this Saturday? Jack Owen's very keen to do just that. And the second semi-final we just mentioned before with Pasi is the University Slugs and Poneke doing another trip up to Auckland. That's been played at Colomaidan Park, field number 10, Auckland, 1 o'clock. So two big semi-finals and a place in the National Under-85 final at Eden Park, the curtain raiser to the All Black Test against Australia, and a place possibly, it might have been leaked by Pasi tonight, another trip overseas for the National Under-85 team in 2026. What a great team that would be, in history as well made this year. So it's been great having our two guests on the Huddy Hui tonight. As always here on Huddy Sports, we like to acknowledge our sponsors. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited, he's been our sponsor from the very beginning since 2020 when he saw what we did was fantastic. Louise Reddy of New Zealand Travel Brokers, she's been with us for the last 3 years now. Gavin Murphy and the team from G&H Funeral Directors, back again for a second year. Our new sponsor this year, EG Fresh Range Eggs, our new sponsors coming on and supporting us and the videos that follow. All the details about their businesses you can go and look up. And if you're willing to help keep Huddy Sports free for all to watch, head over to huddysports.co.nz. We're always here for looking for sponsors to keep doing what we do. And also head to our socials, Facebook and Instagram, or email us at huddysportsnz@gmail.com. That has been the Huddy Hui for tonight. Episode 165 will be on next week, so keep an eye out for our website and our socials for when episode 165 will be. This has been the Huddy Hui for tonight. I am Brad Hudson. Ciao for now.
It's the Huddy Hui. You can find Huddy Sports on Instagram and Facebook. And check out huddysports.co.nz.
Blocked drains, leaky pipes, don't let plumbing problems sideline your day. Call the team, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Mike has been our sponsor since the very beginning, from quick fixes to full renovations. He's got the tools, the team, and the know-how to get the job done right. First time, every time. Local, reliable, and always on time. That's how Mike plays the game. Find Mike Pinfold at Pinfold Plumbing at extra.co.nz 027 430 4351. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Also Google Mike Pinfold Plumbing and let the pros handle the flow.
Hi, Gavin Murphy here
And Cassie Murphy.
from G and Hickton Funeral Directors.
Don't leave it up to someone else to tell your story. Do it now when you can enjoy being part of the conversation.
With a prepaid funeral, you can have music, readings and venue all chosen by you.
For your free funeral planning pack with everything you need to get started, go to our website at gnhickton.co.nz/pre-planning.
The Huddy Hui. Huddy Sports' captivating sports show. The Huddy Hui covers Wellington Club Rugby as well as other sporting topics of debate. Tune in on YouTube during the rugby playing months as host Brad Hudson interviews rugby players and other sporting personalities across the Wellington region and the rest of New Zealand. Catch the Huddy Hui streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and wherever good yarns are heard. The Huddy Hui live on Huddy Sports. Here at Huddy Sports, we love a good game plan. And when it comes to travel, our go-to is Louise Reddy from New Zealand Travel Brokers. Whether it's a sports tour, a family break, or that bucket list trip, she'll get you there stress-free with all the best deals around. She's local, she's experienced, and she backs the game like we do, and she's a great supporter of Huddy Sports. Look up Louise Reddy at louisereddy.nztravelbrokers.co.nz or email louise@louise.reddy@newzealandtravelbrokers.co.nz. Travel smart and travel like a pro. As here on Huddy Sports, we're always wanting to keep our content free on YouTube. So the idea of sponsors, we can promote you on live stream, our social media pages and our website. It's good to support the local community and helps keep Huddy Sport free for all to watch. So if you're interested to helping Huddy Sports, go to huddysports.co.nz or to our email address, huddysportsnz@gmail.com. Ciao for now.